Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. I did not show the combat from fighting in the ossuary. Holy crap. Let me tell... So, first of all, the homunculus do not die when you kill the three sisters. They continue to soldier on their merry way. I barely made it through that fight. I had to summon the little demon, and then I targeted the sisters first because they can heal everyone with their life tap thing. So I nuked them. Thankfully, Gorgoro actually got like a couple crits on them when they randomly cycled to the front, and that helped wipe them out. Problem was the homunculi have armor, and it was just a battle of attrition. Nedir got knocked out. Gorgoro got knocked out, and then it was Ren and the weird little demon guy hiding in a corner, and somehow the demon managed to dodge like 5 attacks in a row, and I just kept chipping him down until finally we barely came out the other side. So, sorry you didn't get to see it, but I did it like 6 times, I swear to God. It was not fun to just throw my head against the wall over and over fighting those guys. So... yeah, sorry you didn't see it, but man oh man, that's what happened. So here we are on the other side. The Nosferatis fight like furies, chanting dreadful blood spells, but eventually you manage to overcome them. Nedir grabs the last one to fall by the collar. "Where is my necklace?" she hisses, but instead of an answer, the sister coughs up blood and dies. Jesus Christ. Nedir tosses her lifeless body away and curses. You remind her that you must leave the ossuary before the Osculites discover you. The sorceress obeys reluctantly and you flee, coming into contact with nobody. Then at last you find yourselves in the streets of Avernum. Once you get some distance between yourselves and the ossuary, Nedir leans against a wall, resting her palms on her knees. "I cannot believe this." She is almost hysterical. "The accursed necklace keeps slipping away from me no matter what I do. I'm truly accursed, and fucking Nosferatis of all." You tell her to compose herself and ask her what her thoughts are on how to proceed. She laughs bitterly. "Well, one thing is certain," she says. "Those whores of the Nosferatis sisterhood sure seem like they knew what they were looking for. They just got there first, so it appears feasible that we must find them." You ask her if she knows where. Nedir shakes her bald head. "Not me," she replies, calmer now. "But during my travels I made an acquaintance of a priestess of Baal Urakal, who currently resides in Larnak. She had connections to the sisterhood, and I sincerely hope that she can point us in the right direction. There's a good chance that she will be asking for something in return, however. That is the way it goes. It appears that Larnak is the next destination, the hunt for Nedir's trinket." We gained insight. Well, that's good, because we can upgrade our companions. We're gonna need to heal up here. Companions. We will go to Krifta. Upgrade. Alright, what is good to upgrade her for? Venatoris, a master hunter. It's interesting, because we already have a scoutmaster and we already have a chief handler, so could be interesting to try and get a Venatoris. Just increases hunting chance and foraging. I feel like supercargo might be the best one, or marauder, as far as like next deputy we would want to assign. But for now, we're just going to upgrade her. Aimed shot, I think, is kind of like the bread and butter. It looks like we need prowess 3, so we're not level 3, and dexterous and perceptive. So maybe we go for some dexterous, some perceptive. Give her a little bit of tough to give her some extra health, maybe? Is there anything we could get? We could give her resolute. That's not one super great. And acrobatic is not super great either. Bounty hunter is probably the one we want to go after. Savvy, perceptive, dexterous. And then cunning huntress would be savvy and perceptive 3. Initiative, power, and all resistances, and mind resistance would be pretty good. But I think we want to do dexterous, perceptive, and then instead of the tough, we'll do the savvy, which sets us up for bounty hunter at her next upgrade, which we would need 11 insight for. Is that correct? Oh no, 5 insight for level 3. So we still have 4 proficiency left though. So what would we want to do? Maybe Skulker is great, but we already have a lot of Skulker. Maybe Evaluate? Extra healer is always a good thing. Persuasion? Intimidation? Sure. I think that's a good mix of skills and whatnot. Gorgoro and Nedir lost loyalty. How? What happened? Because I didn't find the necklace? I have no idea. Objectives. Oh, interesting. So we have 1 objective to go? I see. Oh, okay. We don't actually know how many objectives there could be. We just know how many there have been. And that one has had 11. That's astounding. Kandake, we've had 2 chapters so far. We're in chapter 3. I don't know where this one is. And then Fort Larius was that random mission we picked up in Tectum Carvos. Okay, cool. Well, we've got that. Does anybody want me to go to Larnak? Defend? That's not really what I'm looking for, you guys. The Carpenters Guild we don't have enough rep with? Really? I guess this is a rep 2. I'm surprised by House Darius. I thought we were in okay terms with them, but maybe not. Factions. House Darius. 0. In fact, we have 4. We don't even have, like, double digits. That's astounding. Alright, well, nothing in Larnak. Good to know. What if we take stuff from Avernum all the way to Larnak? I'm assuming it's going to be metals. So let's sort by metals here. Bronze, buy... Yep, so bronze we could make money off of. A little more than a bronze bronze coin. Same thing with copper. Iron, actually you lose money on iron, so let's not do that. Silver is a no-go, and tin you could make about the same as bronze and copper. So maybe let's load up on ingots here. We'll double check the distance. So Larnak, 8 days away, that's doable. So let's see, metals. Bronze. Let's buy all of it, I guess. Copper. And then, not iron, and then the stack of tin they have available. And then that's what we got, I guess. Is there anything else that would be a worthwhile thing to take from Avernum to Larnak? Let's do a quick perusal of the lists here. It looks like coal would work as well. Metal is copper. I'm guessing, like, natural things are cheaper in Larnak. But coal, ivory you could do a little bit of, not a super good profit there, but something. Mushroom beer actually is pretty solid. Mushrooms and mushroom beer? And then oil. So let's maybe take a look and see what they got. Mushroom beer, 25 stack, or 25 per stack. Might as well go for it. Go it until the price changes at least. Alright. And then mushrooms, same thing. And then we're down to 42 silver. That's still fine. Do you guys have coal? You have 10 coal. Let's buy... Well, 113. Did I like have a fever dream? Is that right? 113, 119. Okay. So you can sell a single stack of coal here. And then we'll call it good. We'll buy enough supplies here just to make sure we don't starve on the road. And then I guess we'll head out. To Larnak it is. I can't believe how hard that fight was. I mean, having only 3 companions versus 5 enemies absolutely sucks. But Gorgoro is mad. We probably should have bought him some oil to like try and placate them. Check the water. We've lost morale because of the water. Way to go. The water was a tease. All right, people are being healed. I should probably use some of my kits to get people back on their feet. There we go. Healing from wounded is great. We're gonna want to go mostly south, but slightly southeast. So maybe we go like this. Call it a day. Nedir lost health. Aw, man. Nedir, what the heck? Oh yeah, we gotta pay our dudes today. We don't have enough movement, so we're gonna hold off on using our special ability. And then we will use it today, actually. Because we can make use of the 3 extra movement. So there we go. Now Nedir has recovered her health that she lost. I see Larnak. We're probably 2 days out. In fact, I know we're 2 days out. No sandworms, please? I don't know if I have the muscle to deal with sandworms right now. And we've made it. Great, great, great. Nothing to hide. We pay our taxes. We go to the Manzio. And we just offload all of this stuff. So we sell it for good profit here. Copper. Sell it for good profit again. Oh, the price of metal must have gone up because we're making much more than I had anticipated that we would. Yeah, we're making like 5 per item. Pretty good. Mushroom beer, same thing. Pretty good profit on mushroom beer. Price is going down a little bit, but we still make good money. And then mushrooms are worth 6. We're gaining 5 brass or whatever coins those are. And then coal we also make good money on. Well, that was a really solid, just standard supply run. So I'm pleased with that. And now we get to seek out Nedir's friend. Probably in the wealthy district, I assume? Not the House Venari. Top of luxury items? Exquisite weapon? Oh, just random stuff. Alright, not what we're really looking for. Nedir, where's your friend? Let's check here. The Temple of Baller Call. Okay, so... here we go. Ask the priestess about Baller Call. Here we go. Have Nedir ask the priestess about the Nosferatus sisters who took the relic she is seeking. Nedir steps forward and bows her head slightly. You realize that her bearing is much more restrained and humble than customary for her. The priestess raises her chin as if in proud defiance. So, you have returned, she says to the sorceress. How long has it been? You left in quite a hurry. Please, Nedir replies quietly, let us not dwell on the past. You know that I would not have come if you did it to you if it wasn't important. If anything we shared was ever important to you, you must help me now. I must? The priestess smiles. Well, if that is the case, sweetest Nedir, I beg you to tell me of your plight. Though it is very uncharacteristic of her, Nedir almost looks ashamed. She slowly recounts your run-in with the Nosferatus sisters and only mentions the most important aspects of your quest, to recover the necklace. She has to break a deadly curse and that the witches are now preventing that. The priestess strokes her chin, thinking. I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. The boons of the Demon Prince come with a price and you haven't paid it yet. But maybe if you dedicate yourself to the service of Baller Call, there are certain tasks that the Sanctum needs assistance with. Also, trust has to be established. Oh, come on, Nedir groans. Don't play petty games with me. You know me perfectly well. There's plenty of trust between you and me despite everything that has happened. The priestess' expression is cold and unfathomable. Is there? I'm not so sure. And if there ever was, maybe it needs to be reaffirmed. Nedir rolls her eyes in exasperation, but at the same time, she seems to be enjoying this exchange on some level. Stop flirting, you two. We have sisters to find. You drive a hard bargain, as always. That is one of the things I like about you. So be it, the sorceress turns to you. It looks like we'll have to run some errands before finding the Nosferatis. There sounds like there's no way around it. Oh, man. What? Story in his alignment. What do we do? Oh, here we go. The priestess has an opportunity for you. I was like, what? Oh, we need more renown. Rats. We only have 2. Alright. Maybe we'll get some more renown. The Dark Priestess draws you aside and looks you in the eye. There is something here that might interest someone of your reputation, dear Vagrus, she says in her silken voice. You could serve the Church of Baal or Akal, and by extension the Empire. The matter I am talking about is a delicate one, but I am sure that someone with your expertise can succeed at it. When you assure her that you are listening, she goes on. A young nobleman, the third in line of the Lartius family, is serving at the Vigilus Tower out east. He is of a considerable interest to us. Let us say there is great potential in him. His future might shape the Empire itself, but should he stay where he is right now, that future shall not come to pass. He will have to forsake his duty and travel the world, and who better to convince him than a prominent Vagrus such as yourself? You ask her how he could be convinced. That you have to discover yourself. The experiences are quite uniquely fitting in this matter. Or your Caelus Lartius is an impressionable young man who yearns for such freedom. I'm sure you will find a way, but this does not mean you are willing. But does this mean you are willing to do this for us? Except this is a great opportunity. Alrighty, away we go. Very good. The priestess trills. Needless to say, do not let him know that you are in our employ. Just find a way to persuade him. He merely needs the right push. And again, the Vigilus Tower. Seek Caelus Lartius Fortis. If you need some form of pretext to talk to him, say that you have brought a message from his uncle. She reaches into the folds of her revealing robe and produces a small letter. We have written this in the uncle's name. He will have no way of knowing that it isn't genuine. Luck be with you, dear Vagrus. When you return, your magnificent rewards are waiting you. Her smile is promising. We will take our leave now. Defy the I love how you just walk into the temple and insult the god there. It just I don't understand why. It's very funny. F this place. Alright. How are we doing here? We're good on fighters. Or we could get some more fighters. Maybe 2 more? We're at 18. We're kind of approaching the level of, Oh, I also blessed myself with Oscul, but that was... I looked at it, and then it was only a chance of undead ambushes, so did not help in that fight whatsoever. But maybe it was a mental thing. I felt stronger. Alright, where is this tower we're going to? Vigilus Tower. Vigilus Tower? Fort Larius is the place we're heading. To spy on those dudes. For that one guy. Maybe if we look it up in our journal here. The outpost? Oh, here we go. Vigilus Tower in the Searing Plains. Which means... it's down here? Where are the Searing Plains? Are they up here? Stonethorn? Game, help me! What the heck is this thing? The Bog of Corruption. Oh, there it is. I'm like, I feel like I've been here. Yeah, mark location. Cool. Now we know. Now we can see. Oh, I should be using that like way more than I have been. Cool. Okay, so we are going to go... I think we'll go the typical Mirage Crystal Lumen pathway and then down to Vigilus Tower. So let's see. Does anybody want to go to... The Traders to Torzag is like a no-brainer. 7 silver to take 4 dudes. That's pretty solid. Now you guys, you have something for Arcane, which we could be convinced to pop by Arcane. It's a fast one, 41 days, but I think we could make it work. Not available. Procure goods in Torzags is pretty good. We want to go to Torzags and eventually anyway. Tectum, Carvos, Avernum. Okay, so maybe let's take you with us. And then we'll kind of see how things progress from there. We want to go to Mirage, so that's 4 to 6 days away. We have 7 days worth of supplies, so let's fill up on 1 supply's worth, and then let's plan on taking stuff to Lumen to sell. So let's do some spreadsheeting. Larnak is here, so let's go Lumen. And see what we could sell Bright Kelp. Bright Kelp is probably the best one we want to do. And in fact, we could take the Bright Kelp probably all the way to Torzag Shelter if we really wanted. And maybe sell it, that would be the best place to sell it. Like if we switch out Lumen for Torzags. 6/6, yeah, that's pretty solid. And Chitin is the other one you can buy in Larnak and sell in Torzags for a lot of money. So let's see what that would look like as far as money we have available and stock they have available as well. So 30 units actually. There's not a lot of Bright Kelp available. I'm kind of surprised. But we can sort out their stuff. It's not super expensive, so let's take all of their Bright Kelp. And then let's see how much chitin we can buy before the price goes up, like, astronomically. Still not going up too much. 3-2. Still, we can still make a good amount of money on it. But I don't know if there's anything else we could buy here. Dried fruit. Kind of looks like that's it. Oh, and hides. So what do we got for hides? A lot of hides. Holy crap. All right, we'll fill out on hides as well. Oh, not herbs. Hides. Okay, cool. Let's rest in the Manzio. I know we have a little extra movement, but I like to... Well, we're at 9956. So yeah, let's rest in the Manzio. Recover 1 vigor for sleeping on the floor of the guy. Let's get some healing going. Good heals all around. Exchange for news. No new passengers. And then 7 days. We'll actually just sit on this and get supplies when we reach Mirage. Head out. Alright, now, we gotta see if we can avoid worms. I mean, if we do, it'll just be luck-based. I spoke too soon. Offer items. It's the beast lure. It's only if... It's just not. It's just not. Defend equally. We're at a 48. Nedir is still wounded? That's rough. Actions, we do makeshift barricade. The good news is we really haven't gone very far from Larnak, so if we lose a bunch of people, we could just, you know, turn right around. Good roll. Bad roll. I think that was not a good roll. We lost a fighter, or maybe he got kidnapped by the worms. We're at 63, so shield wall again. Doesn't change at all, actually. So maybe we just call it good. Please roll well. That was real bad. I am devastated. Pursue. Kill, like, everybody died. Everyone's dead. We've lost 9 fighters. Give them time to heal. Got some healing out of it. Let's see, how many people died? A lot of wounded. We lost 2 outriders, 6 fighters, 2 scouts. And because we don't have... They ate our horses too? You awful people. We can't take our supplies with us, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to ditch them, I guess. Back we go. Man, I hate the sandworms. They're just, they're so hard to fight, like, without losing a ton of people. We'll take up the fighters we have here. We're low on work. They ate every worker we have. That's just nuts. So we're gonna pick up some workers. And then pick up some slaves, and then we'll call it good. Beasts, we need to recover a couple of our horses here. 3 and 5, I guess that's good. And then fill out this extra supplies. So we have 8 days of supplies. We didn't lose any of our gear, thankfully, but man, that's annoying. Rest, I guess. Try to recover some more vigor. Let's pay to have a good day. Rest and pay our dudes. Elani got hurt again. And then leave the city. I'm like, hey, I'm back. I'm bloody now. It's kind of rough out there. Don't step on a sandworm hole. All right. And then we're gonna want to go like up this way. Up this way. Okay, I see. So end turn. Good healing. Or some healing, at least. Better than none. And then I think we'll kind of wiggle our way that away. Yeah, like, I feel like every time I come out here, I'm just like, skin of my teeth, just like, please don't get annihilated by the sandworms. Like, they have, like, plus 200, combat power. I wonder, you just, like, need an army of, like, 350, maybe even 400, like, combat strength to be able to effectively attack those things. It's so rough. Alright. Good healing, good healing. And then we've made it to Mirage. Darius is in charge today. We could procure goods for them, but then I don't think we'd be able to take any supplies with us, unfortunately. So instead, we're gonna go ahead and fill out on supplies. And then just head on our way. It's 8 days. Which should be able to get us to Lumen even, yeah. And then the plan is to... We'll have to reevaluate when we reach Lumen. Like, I think what I want to do actually is go Lumen, Arcane, Torzags, and then circle back around to Vigilus Tower, because we have to drop off those things, like, in time. But I could look at... what we have active here, like 34 days, 35 days. We should have plenty of time. Oh. Sorry. Just as the Comitatus leaves the town's boundaries to hit the road, you spy a lone hooded figure standing next to your path on the shade of a tall rock. It is not uncommon to find beggars or camp followers in these places, but your curiosity is piqued when you see Krifta leave the line and walk up to the person. They converse for a while as the Comitatus passes by, and you can see that the stranger is a woman dressed in traveling clothes. Her face is hidden behind a scarf under the hood. Krifta is becoming tense as they confer, until finally she turns away from this person and heads right towards you. The stranger walks back towards town. "We must talk," the tainted archer tells you with suppressed anger while looking back over her shoulder. Once you move away from the line, matching its pace while talking, Krifta clacks her beak irritably before finally speaking. "That was my handler. Yes, an Imperial agent who has a hold over me still. This is not something I want to divulge. In short, I was press-ganged into working for her and have to do her bidding every now and then." She lets out an angry squawk. "What?" I've been left alone for the past few years, but now she wants me to hunt down some people. Because she does not speak for a while, you venture to ask her what kind of people she meant. "Abolitionists." The word is accompanied by bile, but somehow sorrow. Liberated tribes that are now allied with some ragtag army, the fools. There are 4 of these bands. She thinks someone is making them work together, but that's not important. What is that they have to die, all of them. Before you could say anything, she stops in her tracks and clacks her beak repeatedly. "I have to do this. A capable Comitatus backing me up would be great," she states rather than asking. Ask her how she feels about working for the Imperials. "Oh, darn. How? How? As a bounty hunter, I work for the highest bidder. It makes sense. I need no validation from you. Besides, these tribes are not freedom fighters, nor did you believe they are heroes? No, more like murderers and savages. Something tells you she's trying to convince herself as much as you. Or are you in or not? Are you in or not?" she asks, rather calm now. Offer to help her. She blinks a couple times as she expected something else. "Good," she says at length. "Good. This is good for your business, too. You can keep all the loot from these raids. I give you my word, all of it, and maybe even gain favor of the Imperials." You tell her that it sounds like a deal. Good. The huntress narrows her eyes and clacks her beak. 4 of them, each one a different liberated tribe, all 4 despicable. But we need to start with Vikes Valor. Stupid name. They have no valor. They will know where to find the rest. These are a blight on Stonethorn, camped somewhere in its eastern reaches. Before heading back to her place in the line, the bounty hunter adds, "Let's get this over with. I want to be back enjoying my journey with you and your people. Just have to kill these savages first. You know where to look for them." She gained loyalty. Alright. Neutral across the board. We will rest and send out our dudes to try and get some supplies. No big deal. We will pay our people today. Bit of a rough episode. It's always the sandworms, man. Any episode with sandworms in it, it's It's a rough one. For me. Maybe for you guys, you're like, ah ha ha! The sandworms have made an appearance again! Time to crush his soul! Alright, we've made it to Crystal. Should be able to stock up on a few more supplies here. Just buy them out. And then we'll get on the road again. I don't see why we'd want to stick around. Although we do want to rest here. So let's exchange. And this time we'll just rest on the floor. No need to pay them extra. Nedir is healed a little bit. Good. Maybe she can fight against the worms the second time. And then I think once we're past the blue crystals, we're safe from the worms. For now. Until we return. Until Nedir remembers, we have to go back to Tectum Carvos. Ah, the wind is mad. That's okay. We have enough soldiers to soldier on, as it were. Make our way around the blue crystals, not through them. And then I think we should be able to reach Lumen tomorrow. No, we will not. Maybe let's just do it. Why not? Call it a day. Alright, we need more supplies. More supplies! And then, these are all to sell in Torzeg, so we don't really want to sell any right now. But, we've made it to Lumen, thank God. But, yeah, we made it to Lumen. The plan is to go to Arcane first, I think. Let's double check what our active is. 27 days. I guess we could probably go to Vigilus Tower and then around this way. It doesn't really matter. We'll have to walk around the whole shebang one way or the other. So I think we'll do it. Although the one benefit of doing it this way is we drop off stuff, and then we could possibly pick up stuff to drop it off in Arcane. So I think I've changed my mind again. We're going to go Vigilus Tower first, then Torzeg, then Arcane. But we will save that for next episode. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button. It helps out a lot. If you want to see more Vagrus the Riven Realms or my other playthroughs, click the like button, or subscribe to the channel. That also helps a lot. Or click the like button twice. Or maybe don't do that. Does that unlike the video? I have no idea. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!